So the Eagles are in Miami taking on the revamped Dolphins, and one thing is clear. The Dolphins aren't the Browns. And speaking of the Browns, why is Adam Schefter trying to ruin my dreams again? Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. So today the Eagles were in Miami for 2 days of practice and then one preseason game, the final preseason game against the Dolphins. And let me tell you, things got chippy. The offensive line was getting in fights, throwing haymakers. It was a beautiful thing. Now we're going to get into it in a second, but before we do that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like. More importantly, make sure to subscribe for daily Eagles content, NFL content. You don't want to miss it. We will be streaming Eagles-Dolphins this Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you've been subscribed for a while, you know the deal. Double check, double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. Now, let's get right into this thing because there's a lot I got to say about today's practice, okay? And I want to start with the injury report because I got some frustrations, man, building up off this injury report, okay? I got to tell you. Eagles practice report. Will not practice. Jack Anderson, ribs. Sean Bradley, illness. Christian Ellis, hamstring. Javon Hargrave and his big-ass toe. Josh Joby, elbow. They said that thing was like wrapped up, man, in a brace or something. So I don't know how serious that is. Jason Kelsey, elbow. We knew that. Josiah Scott, hamstring. Greg Ward, toe. And then limited today, James Bradbury, groin. So he's getting back into the swing of it. But you may notice that the first person I skipped ever on an injury report was one Miles Sanders because Miles Sanders, again, is not practicing because of his hamstring. So this is a huge area of frustration for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's a huge area of frustration. This guy has missed 2 weeks of practices now. You know he's not playing this week. Is he going to be ready for the start of the season? That's what I want to know. I really want to know it, you know. I think, I keep saying this every day, I'm getting sick of it. But they need to add another back, okay? They need to add another back. Now we got reports from Adam Schefter. I guess he was on 97.5, the Fanatic today, and he said the Eagles aren't actively pursuing for Browns running back Kareem Hunt at this point. At this point, okay? What do I take that to mean? Nothing. You know, every time you hear, and this happens for pretty much almost every player, right? It's when you hear, oh, this guy, the Eagles are interested in this player. Then you always hear an opposite. The Eagles aren't interested in this player. Or the Eagles would have nothing to do with that player. Oh, the Eagles want something to do. There's always conflicting reports. It's like no matter what happens, there's conflicting reports. My thought is that Kareem Hunt is a guy that you have to get at the trade deadline. It's going to be somewhere like that if it's even possible. And maybe you don't get him. But even if you don't, you still got to find a running back. The Eagles need a running back. They need another back because I can't trust Miles Sanders to be healthy. He's out again. It's worrying the crap out of me. I'm not going to lie. And if he was never injured and he was always healthy, I'd be like, all right, cool. You know, whatever, he'll be fine. But this happened last year too, and I don't want to see it happen again. So I hope the Eagles address running back, no matter who it is, where they go. I hope they find somebody that they can bring in as, you know, somebody to give and provide a compliment to Miles and Gainwell and Scott, and give us a little extra depth. You know what I'm saying? Also, speaking of injuries, it looks like Darius Slay came up a little limpy, gimpy, whatever the hell you want to call it. Tyreek Hill beat Slay in one-on-ones for a touchdown. Slay was limping after that play. Now, after that play, after that drill, Slay, he practiced, and he was out there, and he continued to practice. And then, all of a sudden, you know, he got, later on in practice, he got beat again. and he came up limping. He asked the trainers to take him out, and he left practice. So he hurt himself, and then he continued to practice, and then it looked like he re-aggravated it. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully he'll be okay. I'm sure it's not going to be the worst thing. I'm sure he'll be okay. I'm hoping. But he left practice a little banged up. Listen, by all accounts today, the Eagles, as far as like 11-11 struggled. Especially the first team offense struggled against the Dolphins. The Dolphins, their offense, they moved the ball through the air very well. Tyreek Hill was destroying the Eagles today. I'm not going to lie. I mean, there's no other way to sugarcoat it. Tyreek Hill was going out there, and he was killing us. He's finding spots. They couldn't cover him. They couldn't keep up with him. And here's what I'm going to have to say. Tyreek Hill kills a lot of people. He kills a lot of people. He killed us last year. That's why one of the reasons why I was like, I wanted to trade for or try to get him when he became a free agent. So, I mean, it's not, it is what it is. Tyreek Hill is a hell of a player. And let me tell you, they have a hell of an offense. If Tua, Miami in a lot of ways are like the Eagles. If Tua is, takes the next step, if he's that guy, if he's their quarterback, with the weapons they have with Waddle and Tyreek Hill, they're dangerous. I think it's very similar to the Eagles. I think it's similar to the Eagles with Jalen Hurts. The Eagles did not have an answer for Tyreek Hill today. It is what it is, At one point, it got really chippy. Like, the offensive line basically got in a fight. So I think Lane Johnson threw a Dolphin to the ground. Then there was a scrum. A.J. Brown got in it. Landon Dickerson got in it. And there was, they were kind of going at it. And at that point, after that scrum, the offense played much better, okay? But they struggled in 11-on-11. So 1-on-1 drills, they were fine. 5-on-5s, Jalen Hurts was really good. 11-on-11 is where the Eagles struggled. One guy who didn't struggle, though, is my man DeVonta Smith. DeVonta Smith killed it, okay? Pound Eagles, DeVonta Smith remains perfect today. He hauls in another completion from Jalen Hurts, who stepped up and evaded pressure from Emmanuel Ogbah to complete the off-schedule throw. Smith is catching everything, okay? And, then you have DeVonta Smith. Somebody, stop texting me while I'm doing this. DeVonta Smith just mossed Dolphins cornerback Nick Needham for about 30-yard gain. Jalen Hurts put some air on the ball to give DeVonta a chance to make the play. There was actually a pass interference call on that play, but by all accounts, he came up with it. So, DeVonta Smith, very good day. Eagles' defense against the run, they had a very good day. They did a good job with that. But really, listen, you're not going to have, every practice isn't going to be perfect. Every practice isn't going to be great. The Eagles struggled today. There's no question about it. Elijah Parks, I know he's keeping track. He says, not a good day not a good first 11 versus 11 for the Eagles. Offense didn't get anything going against the Dolphins' defense. Defense giving up long drive to the Dolphins' offense is still going. 2 15 and 20-yard completions allowed. So the Dolphins through the air really gave the Eagles a lot of fits. A lot of fits. As far as the Eagles, defense, here's my thing. This is my concern. When Jonathan Gannon has a quarterback, they're playing a team, and a quarterback's 11 of 12, 13 of 14 to start the game, right? The quarterback's on a roll. His jersey is clean, hasn't been touched, hasn't been hit. Is he going to blitz? Is he going to change things up? Or is he just going to allow it to continue? I think of the Kansas City Chiefs game. I think of the first Dallas game. I think of especially the Las Vegas Raiders game, where Carr was like, he was like 37. It was like 34, 37, 35, and 38. So it was something ridiculous. Okay? That is my concern. It sounds like we were getting a lot of what we got last year. Now, it's practice, and you're only going to do so much. I get it. Tyreek Hill, hell of a player. I get it. I'm not overly concerned, but the question marks about Jonathan Gannon still remain. Now, on some good news for the Eagles, the second team seemed like they had a much better day. They were a lot more productive in the 11-on-11s. Minshew had some nice completions, and it didn't seem like the Dolphins had an answer for Zach Pascal with the second team. So, I mean, we could take that. That's pretty good. But all in all, I mean, let's just be honest about it, okay? Eagles wasn't their best practice. It looked like, especially defensively, in the passing game, they struggled. Slay comes up. He's limpy. You already have Bradbury out with a groin. So I'm assuming Slay right now, gimpy. And then you have Bradbury hurt. You ain't going to see these corners till week 1. You're going to sit them and rest them now. So it is what it is. It's a little bit frustrating. It is. I'll tell you what frustrates me more, though, than anything. Like, you could go out and practice. This is practice. They're not keeping score, all right? Unless you're Ellie Park, they're not keeping score. But what frustrates me more than anything is Miles Sanders. It's just eating away at me. It's like, man, are we going to go through this again for another year? I don't want to do it. I don't want this guy to be hurt every week, have to worry about it. Is he going to play week 1? Is he not going to play week 1? Now he goes in week 1, first play he fumbles because he hasn't practiced, and then he's hurt again. I can't do it. We have to do something. We have to find a way to add a running back on this team. It's time to get another running back in here. And listen, even if the Eagles are not going after Kareem Hunt, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. But you still have to go out and get somebody else. You need some depth there. You definitely do, because Miles is somebody that I don't know we can trust to be healthy. And I hate saying that. I'm the biggest Miles supporter fan. Been his biggest supporter since we drafted him. But the injuries do scare me. I'm not going to lie. So the Eagles have a practice again with Miami tomorrow. Then they will have preseason game Saturday. They're not going to play any of their starters. If they didn't play any of their starters last week, they're definitely not playing any starters in the last week of the preseason. It's not going to happen. So it should be a backup game, and we'll see who can make this team. But I think the Eagles, I would say that this wasn't their best practice, and Miami gave them all they could handle today. It is what it is, and we move forward. With that said, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. I gotta tell you this. Like, usually, one of the things I love about football season, besides my Eagles and watching every game that I can, I'm a bettor. You know I like to play the teams. You know I like to play the games. I got 3 places where I'm going to be betting, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm going to win some money this year. Last year wasn't the greatest year for me. I took a step back. The year before, I killed it. Last year, This year, I'm coming for the meats. Denzel Washington out.